Last Thursday, film critics Chuck Kaplinski and Pam Powell reviewed the new Amazon Prime film, Don't Make Me Go. Now, film critic Pam Powell talks to a few cast members about the making of the film. Check it out.
Thanks so much for joining me to talk about this incredible new movie that just happens to be my new favorite movie of the year, Don't Make Me Go. Thanks for joining me, Hannah and Mia.
Thank you so much.
Hannah, I want to start with you. What was it about the story that was written by Vera Herbert that really connected you to the content?
I loved that it was a father-daughter story. I thought it was so beautiful, and there really aren't very many father-daughter stories out there, which is surprising because of what an important, special relationship it can be. And it felt like a great way to pay tribute to my own dad and our relationship, and also hopefully make something that lots of other people can relate to and empathize with.
Very good. Mia, this father-daughter connection that Hannah's talking about, this is the crux of the movie. Tell me about creating that special bond, that chemistry with John Cho.
I don't think at the time I was nearly experienced enough to consciously say, let's create this bond. I think I was going into it a little nervous because it was my first movie, and so I kind of looked to John for guidance. And I really, when it comes to that father-daughter bond, I really just have to thank him because he showed me a lot of love on the shoot. And I also have to thank Hannah because she put us in a lot of really great situations. She'd have us play road trip games in the car, and it was really great to just help us get closer and to have fun.
Very good.
They made it easy.
I can see that, and it comes across on the screen. Talking about that road trip movie, what were some of the obstacles maybe that you came across, or the logistical issues that maybe you experienced in doing that part?
We had a lot of those.
Oh, did you?
We shot in New Zealand. So it's an American summer road trip movie, which we shot in New Zealand's winter.
Okay.
So there were a ton of hurdles, especially because they drive on the other side of the road, and left-hand drive cars are illegal there. So there were many more hurdles than the typical road movie. Mm-hmm. Thankfully, we had a great local cast and crew who were incredibly helpful with trying to make it all happen, but it was no joke.
So take me then, that just leads me right into you're learning how to drive. Your dad is teaching you how to drive in this movie. Tell me about the logistics of that.
I mean, oh gosh. So the way we did it was really fancy. We had a stunt driver on top of the car in like a little pod actually controlling the car, which made the steering wheel and gas and brakes in the car useless. So I could turn it and it wouldn't actually turn the car, but then he would be up there turning it. And so it would kind of look like I was driving, which was really, really cool because as an actor, it felt like I was actually driving, and that just helped to make the performance better, I think, versus being on like a green screen or something like that.
Yeah, and it looked real because it was real. It's just the person driving happened to be on top of the car.
Right. Yeah.
But then there's timing issues to work out, of course, because you have to get Mia's hands in sync with the person she can't see.
Because I'd be like, I'm turning.
Yeah,
and then the car's not actually
turning. The car's not turning, so it's like over a walkie, you'll be like 3, 2, 1, swerve, so that way both people hear it in their ear, and then swerve.
And I think it was really great because all the cars that are like around us that we interact with were actually being driven and stuff, so I could like react to seeing, oh, the van's behind us that's like getting closer, honking or whatever, and like I could react to those things.
But those cars weren't able to be left-hand drive cars for the most part, so we would have a second steering wheel for every car, and then try to cover the other steering wheel with like a newspaper or a jacket or another person, or
oh my goodness,
things like that.
It definitely adds a lot more to that scene. Yeah. Hannah, you're on the younger side for being able to, I think this is your third feature film. What an incredible resume you have at this point in your life. Is there anyone that has inspired you in order to make such a success so far?
Well, it changes all the time. I have so many inspirations. I really love other actor-turned-directors, so I'm a big fan of Ben Stiller's and Greta Gerwig and Tina Fey, people like that. But, of course, there's other filmmakers I love, like Andrea Arnold or Ava DuVernay or Mike Mills, Noah Baumbach. Those people are all huge inspirations to me right now.
Very good. Last question for you. What was the most fun scene that you filmed?
Most fun? I think It's funny because at the time, it was probably, I was like, this is the worst day. Was the day that we shot in Texas with all the cool kids in Texas and went to that little party with the meteor shower. That was just the most fun. At the time, it was freezing, and the farm that we were shooting on was full of like cow poop everywhere. So we had to have like gum boots to like get through everything. And then I had to do a keg stand, which I've never done a keg stand before. That was new for me. And climbing up to the silo. There were just so many fun things to do that night.
I did drop my monitor in the manure several times, and my headphones, and it was kind of a nightmare, but I think it looked pretty.
Yeah.
It looked amazing. The whole film is amazing. Hannah, Mia, thank you for making my favorite movie of the year, and thank you for joining me today to talk about it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.